I had to stop. Not because I don't like decorating, but girl, I realized I was doing way too much. And if I was being completely honest with myself and with you guys, it was starting to matter way more than it should. She looks well to the ways of her household and does not eat the bread of idleness. Proverbs 31, verse 27. Every year is such a fresh start, and 2026 is going to be like starting a new chapter in the Lamb's Book of Life. In this year, I don't want all of the fluff. Let's simmer down just a little bit and give you guys the real. Not that I haven't been giving you guys the real in the past, but I have made a conscientious decision to give it to you a little more raw. So this is my story about my Christmas decor. I absolutely dread putting Christmas decor up, if we can be completely honest with each other here. Am I the only one that does not like the whole idea of putting it up? This smells so good. I almost don't want to get rid of it. I have lavender in here, and the lavender is smelling amazing. I almost don't want to get rid of it, but it's not Christmas anymore, so we got to get rid of it. We're going to do more of these. These are so good. We have to definitely get some more of these. This is so good. So if you guys didn't get this year, get it next year because it's so good. Like, at least I don't like it right up until I'm actually gonna start planning. That is when it becomes a little bit more joyful for me. This is when the excitement kicks in, all of the creativity kicks in. And then somewhere in there, there is always a guaranteed level of frustration. And it's usually over something small, like realizing that I don't have enough of the exact color that I thought I needed. Something like that. This year, I decided to eliminate that problem with balloons. Yes, I saw the trends on the internet and I was like, that is what I'm gonna do. Since I don't have the colors that I need, they're probably all sold out. I don't feel like chasing the decor and the decorations that I don't have in 2025. I was gonna say this year, but we're now in 2026, so I just didn't feel like chasing the decor. I really didn't. I didn't feel like figuring out the balls on Amazon and going to Hobby Lobby and doing a deep dive for the colors that I needed. And I was just like way too tired. I'm just not trying to chase perfection anymore. Is that okay? What I loved most this year wasn't how everything looked. It was how little I spent. I'm sure that Nick was very impressed with me this year, and I'm sure he was loving the way the financial aspect of this whole entire thing looked. I've been very guilty in the past of over-consuming for decor, and that is definitely not something that I am super proud of, but it is the absolute truth. Sometime back in 2024, I think it was towards the end of that year, I looked at how many decor buckets I consumed right after the Christmas season. And I was like, honey, something has to give. So if you guys have been around here, you guys will know that I was kind of like on a little no spend journey, kind of spend on what matters the most type deal. And I'm still on that same journey this year in 2026. But somehow I feel like it's going to be even better. this newfound mindset that started to really truly change for me in 2025 meant that there would be definitely more garage sales because of it. I'm planning a deeper weed out every season from now on. So I really don't know what that's going to look like, whether it's going to be Facebook Marketplace, offer up, whether it will be a garage sale, just giving the items away to somebody who actually wants them, Goodwill. I have no clue, but I am going to figure this out. I believe that it's good to be a wife. I also think it's very good to be a mother who values her home. And whether or not you're even a wife or a mother, it doesn't even matter. The point is making your space practical, comfortable, and fresh is truly what matters. The Bible actually talks about this in Proverbs 31, and it says, she looks well to the ways of her household. I'm not really interested in motivation anymore because I realize that motivation doesn't actually make you do anything. It doesn't put anything in motion, and you can feel motivated and still stay exactly where you are. I don't know how many of you have experienced that very thing. Motivation, you want to get up and do it, you feel motivated to do it, but you become still. What matters is motion, movement, even something small, taking one thing down, clearing one surface, making one decision. That's where change actually starts. So if this video does anything, I hope that it does not motivate you. I hope it nudges you into motion, because motion is the real win. Motion doesn't have to be dramatic. It does not need a plan, and it doesn't need permission. Most of the time, it just looks like starting before you're actually ready. And many times you are more ready than you actually think you are. A good example is, for me, motion. It just looked like taking one thing down, then another, and realizing that I didn't need to finish everything to feel progress. I just needed to go one item at a time. Momentum builds very quietly, and you don't notice it at first, but you are going to feel it. And once you move even a little, the pressure starts to lift. And that's how things actually change. Believe it or not, that is how millionaires are made. And that is why I have adapted this new mindset that I really have to put into full gear in this year. This year, I want to increase my spirituality, my faith, my relationship with God. I want to know and be more like Jesus. I'm not going to be perfect. I'm going to make mistakes, and I totally get that. But what I'm telling you, it has to be true, because in James 2:17, it very clearly states, in the same way, faith by itself, if it is not accompanied by action, is dead. So no matter how hard everything looks, we need to focus, and we need to have faith, and we need to have movement.
Batteries,
so that action can actually occur.
Did they explode? No, but did they?
Good morning. It is the next day, and this is how far I have gotten. Not very far, a little bit. But I was exhausted last night. I have a bucket on the ground there. The tree is still up. Here we go again in Proverbs 14, verse 23. It says, all work brings a profit, but mere talk leads only to poverty. Even though I had to stop the first day because my body was literally weary, I got up the next morning and I pressed and I pushed instead of complaining and talking about it, because I just needed all of this stuff to be taken down. I experienced a hiccup while I was doing this, because I realized this bucket is not going to work. It's not going to work for even the small tree. I thought I had a genius idea, but it's not genius enough. I really don't want to buy any more buckets. I'll take these little trees. I'll go ahead and store the, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? I need like another, I think it's too late to go on Amazon for same day. We're going to have to leave these trees here for now. We need either a bigger bucket or we need to put them in a bag. But this is the thing. Do I put these in the bag too? What do? I want to put everything together. I don't want it separated. Big teaser for you. It took me 3 days to take down Christmas. But it's okay, because there was some joy involved in the whole entire Christmas season, and my kids absolutely loved it. So at the end of the day, that's all that truly matters.
Me for why I'm even questioning, cause I know it ain't the power or the might, but the spirit. That's always gonna know the truth every time I hear it, and I can't command my own name, cause that's an interference. It'll take it from my home game. They're trying to sell tickets, and if ain't nobody showing up, it's really what you're fearing, and your heart is in the wrong place. Who is it you're hearing? Say all to Jesus, I surrender all.
If you are not careful in this life, you will put everything into things that don't matter at the end of the day. And I don't want aesthetics to be that thing that I live for, because the truth is, aesthetics are just aesthetics. It does not foster your heart. It does not foster your relationships with people. And it doesn't make you a better person. And it's definitely not going to get you to heaven. It is simply something that the world values. It's a concept that is absolutely and truly meaningless, because beauty, there's so much more than just the aesthetics of beauty. There is an inner need for love, patience, kindness, and consideration of humanity. So I can't see myself just living for aesthetics, and sometimes we get carried away for the wrong reasons. I used to be one of those people that had to get up out of her bed and make the bed look oh so perfect. And if it wasn't perfect, it dictated the rest of my day. I have since left that way behind me years ago, and I don't want to fall into any more traps. In Proverbs 31, it also reminds us that charm is deceptive and that beauty fades. Moving forward, I really want everything to be easier. I want to take my time, maybe even start just a little bit earlier. Take myself out of the pressure, not worry about the timeline so much so, and just be present. I think that is absolutely what's important during every single season, not just the holiday season. Since I want everything to feel a little easier, I think I'm just gonna do a little seasonal touch here, a little seasonal touch there, a small change here, one little space at a time. I'm going to take my time. And if I don't get it done, that is okay. I don't want decorating to feel like a task anymore. I have to keep reminding myself the things that are most important are health, strength, shelter, living in a clean environment, and if these mass decor setups that I want done don't get done, it's okay. And as a matter of fact, it won't be mass anymore. I'll try to make everything minimal and very intentional. I want it to be spirit-led, not social media-led. Nothing has to be perfect. I'm going to give myself grace in the coming season. And I pray to God that you guys do the same. Give yourself a little grace. My focus should be God, my husband, and my children. every single day of life should be practical. My life and the life of my family is an absolute gift, and I actually want to enjoy it. So I'm taking this stuff down, and I'm going to be okay even before it's all said and done.
Yes, there's a remote. Go get it.
It only took me 3 days, but we got it done.
Yeah, of course.
Motion is what turns intention into action.
Oh my gosh, it's done. You have to clean your room before you do it. I want everything in there wiped down and clean. Because I clean it not too well.
And now the real cleaning begins. Thank you guys so much for watching. We love you guys, and we will see you later. Bye.
I forgot this.